evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of At Ron's Talking. My name is Ron Tucker. I'm the host of this show. I am really excited about tonight and the things I'm going to say, but I have to really give a special thanks to my guy up here, Donald the Clown. Uh, he's the one that decided on my topic tonight, and if anybody doesn't like it, you can blame him. He's got his own mind about what I should say tonight, and he was very adamant about me discussing the Joe Biden pardon of his son Hunter. So, and you better hope this goes well. Might have cut your ass down from up there. If I don't know, some of you people who may have watched my show in the past, we know we're open for business, but my signs over here normally would sit up here and this clown, and he knocked the sign down, so I had to relocate it. But I told him I don't know how many times to quit putting his hands on stuff that don't belong to him. He didn't pay for nothing in here. All he does is just hang around his balloon and getting on my nerves. But anyway, let's get on with the show. I'll deal with him later. So everybody is all up in arms for some reason that to me is just inexplicable. You got people on both sides of the aisle upset, pissed off, wringing their hands, some people clutching their pearls and heads are exploding because President Joe Biden decided to pardon his son, who's been victimized by politics, Republicans, MAGA people. The whole group on the right side have been after this young man for years. And their reason, his last name is Biden. That's a way for them to hurt President Biden by going after his son. It's just that simple. And earlier in the year, they were trying their best. The Republican Congress, who has a penchant and has done this the whole year. Really, in the last 2 years, they ain't got nothing done in the Congress except hold sham hearings all the time. The old Kentucky Colonel, James Comer, and old Jumpin Jim Jordan, they love to hold hearings about anything related to President Biden or any other person that they deem is worthy of them holding a hearing about, instead of handling their business and doing things that's going to benefit our government and the people of this country. No, they don't know how to govern. They've been a fleckless, tired, lazy, no business Congress for so damn long. We don't really expect nothing out of them. So anyway, they're gnashing their teeth and wailing now because Hunter Biden just got off the hook like a slippery eel. And they salty. They mad. You got so many people on that side of the fence that are so pissed off and angry, they don't know what to do with themselves. Because they've been trying to get Hunter Biden and his laptop and anything else they can get on him just because they want to get their 5 pounds of flesh. And they wanted to get Hunter Biden to make the MAGA crowd happy. I'm so damn glad that Joe Biden did what he did. He had, first of all, he had the authority as president of the United States to pardon anybody he feels like it. Now, Donald Trump, of all people, and we know, it's no surprise he's going to open up his trap and start talking about something being a miscarriage of justice and all this old, anything that comes out his mouth is totally irrelevant. He is the last person to say anything about something being illegal, criminal, and a miscarriage of justice, where all he's done the whole time he's been in the political picture is dance around the law, skirt the law, break the law, throw his finger up to justice and telling everybody who don't like it to kiss his white ass because he feels he's impervious to harm. There's no laws that binds him to anything. And as we can see, the Supreme Court gave him a nice little nudge and a nod and indicated that you can do just about anything you want to because we're giving you a certain amount of immunity. It only happened when he asked his conservative Supreme Court that he basically put together. With the help of Mitch McConnell, of course. Trump. Now, and I knew when President Biden pardoned his son, I knew Trump was going to be losing his mind. First thing he was going to do, get on Truth Social and yak about it all day and all night long. And then here come the rest of the gadflies. Stephen A. Smith from First Take, the sports guy, who I respected a lot until lately, ever since the campaign was going on with Kamala and Trump. I lost respect for Stephen A. because he seemed like he started turning somersaults and backflips, trying to make sure that he keeps his little so-called friendship with one Sean Hannity, but at the same time acting like he's kind of down with the left and he's trying to be somewhat liberal, but he's trying to straddle the fence. He reminds me of those rodeo performers who ride around straddled on top of two horses. He comes out and starts railing about how bad it was and how bad it looks, and he don't believe that Biden should do anything like that, and it was a disgrace, all kind of crazy shit. Same thing with Chris Cuomo. He shared the same sentiments pretty much, like Biden is doing something that's so egregious and so criminal. And I'm thinking, have they noticed Trump's history? Trump has issued about 146 pardons, I believe, something like that, and Biden's issued about 24, 25. And it's not because of the disparity in the numbers. This is not a game about who issued the most pardons or what. It's the people that got pardoned. And when you look at Trump's pardons, you know damn near all of them have some kind of criminality to it. Because he let loose all these crooks, criminals, liars, and cheats and thieves like it ain't shit. But as soon as Joe Biden protects his son, everybody's up in arms. And what kills me is that you got these Democrats who sat around and watched Trump run roughshod over our legal system. Even as of right now, he done pranced and danced his ass out of all these criminal liabilities he's been facing. Why? Because he ran for president, and like I said in a previous video, probably my last one a few days ago, how Merrick Garland just dropped the ball on that and just fumbled it. So now we got this crooked, conniving, corrupt imbecile getting ready to take the White House again with his 34 convictions, and he's got the nerve to talk, and you got people acting like they trying to castigate and kill Joe Biden, and the clown prince of criminals is just sitting back taking pock shots and stuff, knowing he has just eviscerated and obliterated our legal system. And you got people trying to compare. They ain't even trying to compare Biden against Trump. They ain't even fucking with Trump. They ain't even mentioning Trump's name. Why? Because they know they ain't gonna say shit about him either. Oh, better not say nothing about Trump. His MAGA people might, they might seek retribution on me. All these cowardly ass people will just disavow anything that Trump does, look away, look the other direction, just wave his shit out the way. Ain't no big deal. Well, that's what Trump did, so it's all okay. He didn't pardon crooks. Mike Flynn, for his NSA guy back in 2016, lied to the FBI, got his ass busted. Who came to the rescue? Trump. Got his ass off the hook. They trying to talk about, oh, well, you know, that's the president's son, so he don't look right. It's not a good look. Why the fuck is it not a good look when you got Donald Trump pardoning every damn criminal he can think of, any criminal he can see with an eyesight, and you don't hear all that fury about what he's done? He done made a mockery of our judicial system and our legal system, and people act like what Joe Biden done is the worst thing ever. Ain't that a bit? You know, these people are so damn fucked up. To me, I don't understand why Democrats want to act like they outraged and shit. Joe Biden did for his son what any father would have done for their son or their daughter, especially when anybody that's got sight, you ain't even got to have 20/20, but can see halfway, can see what these damn Republicans have been trying to do to destroy his son. His son has been an addict, and on top of that, he was guilty of tax evasion, I guess they want to call it. He didn't pay his taxes properly and all that, but at the same time, the man paid his taxes back with interest and the penalties. He paid his shit back. What else y'all want out to do? Look at Trump. That motherfucker ain't never paid taxes for the most part and has been crowing about it for years. And every time you try to see his tax returns, he still claims, I guess if you ask him, ain't nobody asked him in a long time because they get tired of trying to coax him or even think about trying to force him to give a definite answer instead of a lie. He's still probably going to tell you, I'm still under audit. And then they just go away. They leave Trump alone. Oh, Hunter Biden, he's got to pay for what he did, even though the man's been sober for 5.5 years and has been trying to make amends to straighten his life out. No, that ain't good enough for the Republicans because they've been wanting Hunter Biden because it's been a talking point for them for fucking years. And they bound and determined to get their 5 pounds of flesh. And they got a damn thing to do with Congress trying to do their jobs. Shit, they don't even know what their jobs are half the time, other than shout at each other and create chaos and don't get no bills passed. Ain't worried about nothing. All they worried about is we got to make sure we lay the red carpet down for Trump. Make sure we pay homage to the Fuhrer. I tell you the truth. I look at this thing and I was like, good for Biden. You know, it's about time he decided to throw the finger at the Republicans and tell them to kiss his white ass and his sons too, because y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna get him. Y'all try to get me on the documents, charge, same shit you let Trump slide on. Not this time. And now you still got people griping and bitching about it, but it's too late now. He done pardoned his son. Y'all get over it. Just get over it. He did just what Trump would have done for his sons. And on top of that, talking about pardons family members. Well, this guy ain't blood to Trump, but he's his son-in-law's father, Charles Kushner, a convict. Trump sprang his ass out of prison and got the nerve now to do the Trumpian thing by putting this crook and nominating him to be an ambassador to France. Talk about Joe Biden. Man, y'all, all you motherfuckers who are crying about what Biden did, you better sit down and shut up and just take it like a man or a woman, wherever you are, whatever your gender is, you know. And like I said, Stephen A. Smith and Chris Cuomo, and then even Joe Manchin with his tired ass. They ain't gonna sit there talking about, well, all three of them. What Biden should do is pardon Trump. I'm like, what? How the fuck should they pardon Trump for what? I mean, most of the time you pardon somebody is because they've done something criminal and you're trying to get them exonerated and you pardon them, and that's your presidential preference. That's a presidential power that you possess, and you do it because they got some criminal offenses on them. There ain't enough pardons in the damn United States presidency to pardon Trump. Hell, he got too many criminal offenses on his ass. Shit. Only thing you can do is just deport his ass, which would be a good idea. It'd be nice. Pardon Trump. What reason would Biden have to even think about pardoning Trump? Trump wouldn't pardon Biden. I guarantee you that. And see, just because Biden beat all you other clowns to the punch, and now y'all ain't get a chance to get at Hunter again, y'all pissy. Y'all have to deal with it. And then, you know, I don't understand how in the hell people compare Trump's criminal behavior to Hunter Biden's transgressions. It just don't make no sense. But really, nothing makes sense anymore in this country because we got people who are just batshit crazy that put Trump in the presidency again for any reason you can come up with. Don't make no damn sense. Won't make no sense. But here we is. And then here's other people weighing in. Megyn Kelly. Bitch, why don't you just sit your ass down somewhere and quit trying to make the news? Nobody want to see you. All she does now, since she's been disgraced from other shows she's been affiliated with, she get on TV and fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. From Taylor Swift to now, she wants to throw a FU to President Biden because he took care of his son. Trump's the one that told you a long time ago that you had blood coming all out of your every orifice and every area in your body. And here you are years later, just like Cruz and Rubio and all the other leeches and bloodsuckers and bootlickers, you all up in MAGA's camp. Because you found an opportunity to try to make yourself relevant again. Every time I see Megyn Kelly, I know ain't nothing coming out her mouth but a bunch of bullshit. Who else? MTG and her estranged BFF, Laura Looney. Those two, like two alley cats, out there, they fighting every damn week. You hear them going at each other like two cats scratching each other, clawing each other. Because they, both of them, still politicking and jockeying for Trump's approval. And I'm sure both of them got designs on trying to ease their raggedy asses up in Trump's cabinet or in his administration because they think the cabinet positions are all filled. You can ask Byron Donald and Tim Scott about that. They probably got more intrinsic knowledge about what's going on with that. They didn't get shit. But Laura and Marge, they should be a damn sitcom. Both of them crazy as hell. And they just going at each other over little petty, stupid shit. And ain't neither one of them gonna get nothing out. Trump he'd already used them, especially Laura Looney. I call her Looney because she is. Especially her, because people don't realize that once Trump gets through sucking all the blood out of you like a leech, he has no more use for you. You're just a husk of an individual. He just toss your ass over to the side if you ain't already getting locked up from being associated with him. And speaking of criminals that Trump is thinking about bringing back on board. Oh, I saw Peter Navarro sighting again. Now, Trump's trying to get him back in the same position he was in the last time, and actually the last position Navarro was in was behind bars. But once again, it was the old adage: you sleep with dogs, you get fleas. He gonna agree. I bet you he gonna agree to get back on Trump's team because he ain't had enough either. And the lure of being back in the limelight gonna get Peter Navarro's ass thrown back in jail. Watch and see. Some of these knuckleheads, they haven't learned, and they ain't had enough yet. They just keep getting attracted to Trump like a moth to the flame. They just can't get enough. But as we can see, all Trump is doing just stocking his cabinet with a bunch of ignorant, incompetent individuals who ain't gonna do nothing but screw up. And most of them they're not gonna get confirmed. That's why I think a couple of them have already dropped out. There's one guy, I think he dropped out. I think he was gonna be Trump wanted him to be the head of the DEA. He dropped out and said something about, I don't think I'm gonna accept this position because whatever excuse he came up with, they tried to make it seem like, he felt like the enormity of the position is gonna be too much for him. Yeah, because you ain't qualified for the position. When the realization hit your ass that that position is going to be too overwhelming for you, you did the smart thing and bowed out before you got in there and found out, just like Trump found out when he was president, he ain't fit for the job. He's not equipped for it. And neither was this guy. But a lot of them, like old Hedge, what's his name? Hexet from Fox, he claims he's going to keep on battling. Well, you go right ahead because from what I understand, you got some senators, they ain't trying to have that shit. They ain't trying to have you because they know you garbage. So Trump, he ain't really done nothing but really help the Democrats because he's been snatching these Congress people out of the House and just open up doors for the Democrats to close that gap in the majority. So thank you, Trump, for starting off your potential tenure just like we thought it would be a screw up. And it's going to be worse as time goes on because we know you ain't going to let us down. You never have. Now, switching gears because I was really hot about this outrage and shit over Hunter Biden, but I'm over it now. I've kind of calmed down a little bit. What'd you say? Oh, really? You think I should go ahead and talk some more? But no, man, look, I didn't beat up that horse. It's dead. I'm done. Okay. I'm moving on to something else. So let's look at some more news that, it's not about Trump, so to speak. It got this, I don't know if people heard the story recently about this white ex-detective that was accused of kidnapping and raping black women for decades. His name was, Roger Golubsky. And this deal was going down in Kansas. Guy was 71 years old, and his MO was, he would just, a little town they were in, I think it was a little town called Edwardsville, about 14 miles west of downtown Kansas City. And this dude, for decades, like I said, had been sexually assaulting black women. He would pull them over and then force them to do sex acts and stuff like that, and had these young women terrorized when they were teenagers, stuff like that. And he was still doing them in forever. And shit finally caught up with him. And I was looking at his story about 3 days ago, and that's when I ran across it. And of course, the stuff he was doing to these girls was horrific. Well, it was yesterday. He was just going to go to trial, and he knew he gonna get whatever they're gonna give him. If he's 71, if they were getting him 25 years for his crimes, that's basically life. Well, he took the cowardly way out, of course, and they found him uh, with a bullet through his head on his porch. So the deal is, he was just getting ready to go to trial because they had issued a warrant for his arrest, and he said, "Nah, I think I'll go ahead and take the easy way out and check out." And it's bittersweet, of course, for the victims because they don't get their day in court to watch him squirm and have the courts give him that full justice that he deserved. But that's what cowards like him do anyway, so it wasn't surprising. Good riddance to him, because wherever he goes, wherever he's going, uh, or you know, depending on the direction, it ain't over. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Convicted predator Harvey Weinstein. Uh, he got hospitalized again because he don't like his conditions there in Rikers Island. Talking about is deplorable and inhumane. And you were deplorable and you were treating these women in an inhumane fashion when you were doing all your dirt, when you were living the life, enjoying life, got all the money you could spend, and you just got out to clowning and just taking advantage of these women and just treating them horribly when you didn't care back then. But now, when you got your comeuppance, you ain't too much digging those the facilities and the surroundings you're in now. So every chance he get, he tried to slide his ass on out of Rikers. Okay. He said he's been a regular at Bellevue Hospital. He battling everything from COVID-19 to pneumonia. He even squeezed in a heart surgery. And now he's back again with a cancer diagnosis, supposed to have some kind of blood disorder or stuff like that. And you know what? Life done caught up with your fat ass. And now you getting what you invested in. It's your return on your investments, Harvey. So just, you know, have fun. Yeah, see, yeah, this sheriff deputy in Illinois, guy that was charged with murdering this black girl. The what was her name? I think her name was Sonia Massey. Yeah, she was the lady that she was having some mental issues, I think, but because she said that she was gonna rebuke this sheriff in the name of the Lord, because that little religious comment, he blew her head away. Now he's getting set to walk free until his trial. So they all in an uproar right now because of that. And to me, I don't see no way in the world this guy, this police officer, should be allowed to walk free for a minute. She's dead. You killed her. And you think that you're entitled to some kind of a break, or you should get a mulligan. Why? Because you white and because you're a police officer and you do the normal thing that a lot of you police officers do, shooting a person that's not armed, that's vulnerable. She didn't pose no threat to you, but you decided to go ahead and put a round in her head because you could. Now you want to be set free and be at home until your trial. Then they're gonna probably try to rig it so you can get off scot free with some old qualified immunity bullshit. But keep an eye on that one because he's trying to tap dance and skate, and his legal team gonna try to get together with the powers that be there in Illinois and see if they can figure out a way to get him off the hook. Cause see, that's just another black person. She gone. What's the matter to the rest of y'all? I deserve to be set free. I'm white. You know, don't that still count for something? Oh, looky here. What we got here? What we got here? Oh, you see, the Steelworkers Union. Uh, they kind of salty right now because Trump looked like he might have pulled a fast one on them. All these steelworkers who supported Trump. I mean, um, Trump trying to block this Japanese firm, Nippon Steel, from buying U.S. steel at a price tag of $14.9 billion. And Trump's like, nah, I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't having that. And these steel workers, they're like, man, what are you doing? You know, we trying to get some ends, and you blocking the way. That ain't what you promised us when you were campaigning, and we got behind you, got you in, and now you trying to fuck up everything for us. Yeah, now they getting buyer's remorse. Mm-hmm. And they so Trump. I told people he gonna tell you everything he thinks you want to hear to get him in. Now that he's in, fuck you. I'm the man now again, and it ain't what I said, it's what I say. Yeah, this one guy talking about, I am very frustrated with the news that came out last night. I didn't expect that to come out. That was so much like a gut punch. Um, what do they expect out of Trump? He, if it ain't making him no loot, he ain't thinking about y'all. See, the United Steelworkers were trying to get this deal done, like I said, with this Nippon company out of Japan, and I guess Trump don't trust the Japanese firm, don't think they'll protect the workers or honor his promise to put $1 billion in investments to the Mon Valley Works where they're located, I guess, in Pennsylvania. So, you know, Trump, he's stated he's going to try to block the sale, and y'all people just go back to work. And thank you for your votes. So, here we go again. They crying about Trump's extreme price hikes. I guess with the tariffs, they said MAGA is changing their tune, or at least they're trying to justify what is inevitably going to happen after pushing a different narrative during the election. We're talking about the price of goods. Remember when they all claimed that Donald Trump would decrease the price of groceries? And they were extremely loud and incredibly wrong. People like Jack Posey, what his name, Posobiec, and see, he claimed that every single word that came out of Trump's mouth. They have right now. They claim that they have to take. Let's see, have taken to now claiming they will pay more for things if they're American made. Well, good for you. You're going to pay more. Now, this guy named Posobiec, he claims, I'm willing to pay more for goods if they're made by American workers. That kind of sounds kind of nutty because when you think about it, buy American goods, and you know, you can go to the grocery stores in anywhere where they're American goods at. They're just going to be more expensive. But it sounds like it's a drastic shift right now from the tone of their pleas pre-election. Many people voted for Trump because they had the idea that he was going to somehow fix the price of eggs. And they all justified voting for him because eggs were too expensive. Now he wants to put tariffs on everything. And so, if that's the case, and Trump's going to bring down the price of eggs, groceries, you know, real fast, he said, after the election. So we'll see if it's going to happen. But if you want to pay more for goods made by American workers, What the hell are all y'all bitching about the price of eggs and groceries and everything else? Seems kind of contradictory to me. Like, y'all crying about prices and shit. Now you sound like, well, it don't matter if it's American goods. I don't know. I don't. All I know is this. I know a lot of people are having buyer's remorse now, and now a lot of them they see the error in their ways, and now they want to do over. Can't do that now. Can't do it because you can't undo your vote. Your vote's been cast if you voted, and the ones who voted for Donald just sit back and enjoy the ride because it's gonna be a hell of a ride. And so that's all I got tonight, folks. Try to keep it short and sweet. And my man Donald told me cut it short. He said he's tired. He wants to go to sleep, so I'll let him hang around. No pun intended. He's just hanging around. So anyway, I'll talk to you folks later. Y'all have a great morning, and let's just remember, we're in this fight to win it. We may have lost the election, and that's the battle, but we ain't gonna lose the war, and that's for our democracy. We'll keep on fighting to the bitter end. So y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you folks soon. Take care. Later.